think your life would be like if you chose the other path instead of the one you're on now? Instead of the million other decisions or journeys or paths that you took to get to where you are today? What if back then you went the other way? So many decisions in life, and it drives us nuts because if we make a wrong decision or a wrong turn, we're scared that the end result is going to be bad. We don't know what the end result's going to be, right? So we kind of weigh our options and we're like, well, all right, this seems logical. This seems right. I'll go this way. Or we just have no clue and we just pick one, right? We flip a coin and we're like, all right, I'll go that way or this way or whatever way. Do you think your life would be vastly different? Or do you think that if you're living really true to yourself, that you would just end up in one place? Are there many places we can end up? Sure. But are they along the similar lines? Do you think you would be a completely different person? Do you think your innate personality, who you're born as, would actually shift, would change? Well, to a certain degree, we change, but we change for more societal, superficial reasons. We kind of take on these roles in society, but who we are never really changes. So does it really matter what we do or where we go or where we end up? So we're still us, right? So I don't know, we could get into a deep philosophical conversation on this. Sure. Does it even matter? Maybe not. So just think about your life right now. If you are unhappy where you are, or you're thinking about making a decision to get to somewhere else, it's like we always need to get somewhere, right? We need to get somewhere. But is there really like an end destination? No, because once you get there, then there's going to be somewhere else to get to. As human beings, we don't want to stay stagnant. We don't want to stay in one spot. We want to grow. We want to evolve, right? We don't necessarily want to change. We want to evolve. We want to know that we are making our mark in the world. Maybe not all of us feel that way, and that's okay. But I feel in my heart that human beings just can't stay in one spot too long without stuff getting to them, without lots of stuff getting to them. And is it because we're comparing ourselves to other people who are proceeding, who are, living these high lives? Or is it because there's something deeper within us that needs to grow, that needs to thrive in life, that needs to know that we're moving forward in order to give our lives meaning? Now, maybe we don't have one specific purpose in mind, and that's okay. And purpose doesn't have to be your career. It doesn't have to be one of those roles. It could just be a good person, right? It could just be learning how to be compassionate or something, and that's your purpose. I don't know. This is a question that everyone thinks about at some point, I think, right? Purpose. Why am I here? What's the meaning of life, right? Let's get really deep. Well, some people don't want to get deep, and that's okay. I don't always want to get deep. We could just live on the superficial layer. It's more fun that way. We don't have to worry as much. But then there's some days like before we go to bed and we're like, am I really happy? Am I really in line with who I am as a person? Am I living for other people? Am I just kind of looking good on paper? Am I don't know. I don't know. These are questions, right? So there's so many questions in life. There's so many paths. There's so many ways you can go that, just realize that really it doesn't matter what your end result is. It's more about how you feel on the way there. If you feel like you're going to get to some kind of end result, but in the meantime, you're miserable and it's completely, you feel terrible about it in your body, not just in your head, but in your body. There's something that feels off. We have this inner GPS, so it's gonna tell you when you feel off. And sure, there's stuff that we don't want to do that we often need to do to get to somewhere else. But if it feels like a struggle the entire time, then that's a cue or a clue that something's off. If something's off, you know that something's off. It's a lot of times we ignore our body's own signal that something is off. And we don't listen to ourselves enough because we're so distracted. We're distracted 24/7. We're multitasking, even though there's no such thing. We're, looking at our phones. We're watching TV. We're answering emails. We're talking to people while we're doing a million other things. But we're never really listening to ourselves 100%. And when we're in our head so much where we're thinking, I should go this way, I should go that way, I should have done that, I should have taken that path 20 years ago, why are we still stuck 20 years ago when it really doesn't matter now? Because what we thought 20 years ago, where we would end up, is probably not where you would end up anyway. You could be in the exact same place that you are now. It just took, if you went that other way, you would just take some other detours and go some other ways and end up where you are right now, especially if you're happy right now, especially if you love what you are, you love what you do, you love waking up, you feel alive in your body, in your mind, in your soul. You feel alive with who you are right now. You're having a good time. Then it doesn't really matter which path you took. It's not because you took that one path. Because maybe if you took the other way, you'd figure it out anyway. Because you always come back to home, right? Which is you. You are home. You're always home. Even though sometimes it doesn't seem like you're home, like nobody's home, right? No, you're always home. It's coming from your heart, right? So, don't worry so much on the destination. Be true to yourself. Listen to your heart more often. Take the time to not be distracted, to sit in silence sometimes, to just go outside, take a walk in nature, to do whatever is making your heart happy, to listen to music, to dance, whatever it is. The things that bring you joy, the things that, think of when you were a kid, right? You didn't think about which direction you were going to take. You weren't in your head. You weren't, you didn't drive yourself nuts when you were a kid. You just lived in the moment and you went from one thing to the next and you enjoyed your life. And yeah, maybe as a human being, you're going to be a human being anyway, right? Maybe as an adult is what I'm trying to say, is that, okay, maybe doing that is going to be a little too chaotic and sporadic. Like you need to have some kind of structure, right? But you need to match your child self with your adult self. You need to meet the two in the middle in order to survive. Otherwise, if you're just over here, you're going to be a boring ass an adult, or if you're over here, you're just going to be too much like flighty, chaotic, superficial, and stuff's never going to get done in your life. Maybe you'll have fun, but you need some kind of structure too. So realize that life is not this or that or that. It's a combination of everything. All right, I'm going to stop talking now. So have a great day. If you resonate with this, please leave a comment below. I put out new videos every single week, so hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, whatever you want to do. I have a weekly podcast, or I try to do it weekly, so links to that below. My new book is out, 12-Step Guide for the Self-Help Book Addict. Grab a copy of that below as well, but it's on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. And I'm talking like a Micro Machine Man right now. Well, but not because I stumble over my words. But have a great day. I will see you on the next video. So peace out.